Hey guys, Robert Bell, General Manager of Brooks Equipment here to introduce a short 5-minute webinar to talk about the second round of funding that's coming out for the Paycheck Protection Program. If you have not applied for this program, it is essential that you take steps now to begin that process. This video will walk you through what you need to know. Our own Brandon Stevens will be narrating. Take it away, Brandon.
Thanks, Robert. Hi, everyone. It's Brandon here again to share some details on the application process of the PPP. As always, we'll keep it brief, so let's get started. So the Paycheck Protection Program, or PPP, is for small businesses like FEDs that have been adversely impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. Although the initial funding for the program ran out on April 16th, another $320 billion was recently approved by Congress. So if you missed out on the initial funding, now is your time to apply for a PPP loan. The application process is simple, and if you are like most FEDs, you have fewer than 500 employees, so you qualify for this loan. And the best part of the PPP loan is that it's forgivable. That means you don't have to repay the loan. To qualify for forgiveness, you will need to use the money in the first 8 weeks and keep records that the money was spent on payroll type expenses, rent, and utilities. Here's the information you need to get the PPP forgivable loan. Now, the loans are available through your local bank. A simple web search using your bank's name and the acronym PPP will usually bring right up the page. Typically, there will be an electronic application form on the bank site where you can apply online. The application is typically done electronically online. There will be fields to provide information regarding your current banking with them. Make sure to provide your bank branch and, if possible, indicate the loan officer that you already know. Then there will be fields to insert your business type, business name, and business address. You will need to provide your Social Security number or your EIN number, along with your phone number and email address. You will also need to provide some similar information for other owners of the business. Now, you're going to be asked to provide some financial information. You will need to provide the average monthly payroll expenses and key in the amount you want for your loan. You will then need to do a simple calculation. It is 2.5 times your monthly payroll expenses. The rest of the calculation provides you with your maximum possible loan amount. Now, the loan amount cannot exceed $10 million, so you will be inserting the lesser of the two amounts. If you have an existing economic injury disaster loan, or EIDL, there is a field for inclusion of that loan amount, less any loan advance that you've received. Since this is a small business administration loan, you will need to document that your company has fewer than 500 employees. You will also need to check off boxes that indicate the purpose of the loan. You will probably check off the boxes that indicate you will use the money for payroll, rent, and utilities. Those are typically the boxes checked off for an FED small business. And as common with most transactions today, the bank is going to allow you to sign this electronically. Now, carefully review the certifications and authorizations section, and then click or sign the form. You are now on the bank's waiting list for your PPP loan. Now, they may ask you for additional information. After you've submitted this loan application, they're going to contact you to provide additional documentation. This slide provides you information on the additional documentation that you will likely be asked for by your bank. You will need to supply basic information on your company, copies of driver's license of the owners, tax documents, rent or mortgage payments, and utility bills. So now is a great time to begin collecting and preparing this information for submittal to your bank. Remember, your bank's going to ask for it, so why not go ahead and get it ready? Now, just to remember, the PPP loan is a short-term fix. The loan amount that you receive is forgivable for the first 8 weeks for qualified expenses. And the application process is easy and painless. So make sure you consider this option to preserve and defend your FED business. Thanks for your time, and I'll hand it back over to Robert.
Thank you for that useful information, Brandon. If you haven't applied yet and you intend to, please use this information to get started as soon as possible on this application. Once that funding becomes available, the closer you are to the front of the line, the better. And again, we're trying to help you defend and preserve your FED business. Take care.